Hey everybody and welcome to Ski Seeker. I'm heading to Innsbruck in Austria. So Innsbruck is a popular ski destination in the winter months and there's plenty of direct flights from the UK. However, I'm checking this city out in the summer and there's limited direct flights now, and by limited I mean one in the whole of the UK. And I live nowhere near London and it doesn't even fly back direct. So other options mean a transfer through some other European airport. Most likely some boring airports where there's nothing to do but wait and buy overpriced food and coffee. So let's not do that. If I'm going to stop somewhere, I'm going to have to go and see the city for a little bit before moving on. And if I take my lax sled by train, I don't need to allow for airport security, and I don't need to be on the plane 30 minutes before it even takes off. Where does my adventure begin? So Munich is only a couple of hours away from Innsbruck by train, and it's been on my bucket list for a while. And it's basically the beer capital of the world, so how about we start there? Getting to Munich from the airport is easy. Just follow the signs with the green S down to the S-Bahn. You can book tickets ahead of time using apps like the Train Line or DB Navigator, and you can even buy them in one of the ticket machines on the way. The trip takes about 40 minutes, and the trains leave frequently. Don't worry about missing your stop, as they're all displayed on the screens in the carriage ceilings. You can use Google Maps to set the route and give you some peace of mind if necessary. Okay, so you made it to Munich. The main train station is a couple of floors up from the S-Bahn stop. Easiest way to find it is look where the crowd of people are coming from and walk in that direction. In the main station, there's some luggage lockers that you can put your stuff in for a few hours. You just have to look for some with green lights, meaning that they're free. I wasn't that lucky, so I had to carry my stuff around Munich the whole time I was there. After finding the platform I'm leaving from, I've got nothing left to do for a couple of hours but explore Munich. One of the biggest tourist attractions here is the Hofbrauhaus. This is the most famous pub in Munich, but it isn't the oldest. So that's where I'm going to head today. Augustiner-Keller is a 5-minute walk from the train station, so there are no excuses for not visiting this place. Augustiner-Keller has a nice big beer garden that would be great for sitting outside and enjoying a nice cold beer and some German food on a nice hot day. But today, it's raining. That's fine, because beer is still beer, and they've got an indoor area. I opted for a Munich staple, which is Jungschweinbraten, I hope I said that right, roast pork, potato dumpling, and red cabbage. And for drinks, Augustiner Edelstoff. Red cabbage was fine, dumpling was a bit better, but the pork and beer hit the spot today. There's plenty of other food options here and other beer, so definitely check their website for events ahead of time. Now it's time to see what I can check out on foot. On a longer stay, I try to use the public transport. Munich seems pretty good, but I don't have the time to get lost today, so that's why I'm walking. 15 minutes away from the train station, you've got the Hofgarten. This is just a really nice place to walk around and just chill out. The temple area with the fountains around, it's pretty serene. People play music here, and I'm told it's kind of a common occurrence. So this is just going to be a nice place for you to just zone out a little bit. You can see the Munich residence here. There's quite a lot of beautiful architecture that you can check out within just a 20-minute walk of the station. I'm a big fan of short, unplanned stops like this, and it gives you a wee glimpse into the city, and you can get an idea of whether or not you want to come back, what you want to do when you're there. Munich is definitely one of these cities, and I would certainly check out the transport network ahead of time to maximize the places that you can visit. Okay, so now it's time to jump on the train to Innsbruck. The ride was fine, to be honest. The train ride is relatively inexpensive. You can upgrade to the first class seats, but in my opinion, for this journey, it's just not needed. Save some money and use it for some of the activities you want to do in Innsbruck, or you can upgrade your Welcome to Innsbruck cards if you're really going to hit the attractions hard. I mean, that's not to say that there weren't some nice views here. You can see some mountains, but a lot of the views are obscured by hedges, either side of the train tracks. For the best views here, definitely make sure that you're on the right side of the train. I happen to be on the left, and it was a fairly packed train. Would I take this train just for the scenery? No. There were 2 train rides on this trip which delivered way better views, and one of them was pretty much free. Look out for these in future videos. But this was also relatively cheap for an intracity train ride, and it gives you some flexibility to explore a bit of Munich, which is certainly the main perk of this train ride. Side note, I booked a specific time for this train. You can book a flexible ticket and spend more time in Munich if that's what you want to do. It just depends on how long that you're prepared to make your day. With that, we're in Innsbruck HBF, so Innsbruck's central train station. Now, if you're traveling light with one bag and you've booked accommodation in the Innsbruck region, you should have received an email with the Welcome to Innsbruck card in it. This gives you free use of the public transport around the city, so you can easily jump on a bus or tram. Just make sure you've got the QR code ready if someone needs to inspect the ticket. There you go. One of the routes to Innsbruck that you can take. It might take a bit longer than an airport layover, but it's definitely more fun. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching, and please like, share, subscribe to see more travel tips like this. If there's anything you think we should do on a return trip to Munich, please let us know in the comments. Until then, we hope to see you at Innsbruck. See you there, ski seekers.